Welcome everyone to come to our group presentation today. Today I want to introduce you about the Martian Group, which is the largest private sector company in Vietnam. This is what we cover today. Firstly, we will give you the overview of Martian Group. The second, we will analyze the financial and the ratio. The last one is we will give you the conclusion. Firstly, I want to tell you about the Martian Group history. In 1996, the first company of the Martian Group was established, named the Vietnam Industrial and Commercial Joint Stock Company. In 2000, the second company of the Martian Group, named Vietnam, was established. This is the Import and Export Joint Stock Company, and in 2003, those two companies above have been merged into one and renamed as the Martian Joint Stock Corporation. The Martian Group Joint Stock Corporation is the mother company of the numerous subsidiaries in the food manufacturing and processing industry. They also work in the financial industry and exploitation of natural resources. As you can see in the picture, the Martian Group is owning the 77% of Martian consumer. This company is providing the instant noodle sauce and seasoning spice. The Martian Group also owning 31% of this company and 80% of the Martian resources. In the food manufacturing and processing industry, we found out that Indo is the biggest and the most successful company within 13 years. And this is the small comparison between the Martian Group and the Kindle Corporation. My friends will give you more information about the Martian Group.
Yes, this is my part, and first of all, I want to mention you about the first financial statement, which is the balance sheet. And as you can see from the screen, all of the value of accounts in the balance sheet increased considerably. For example, in 2009, it's just around 6,000 million VND. But when Presentation Group come to the 2010, it was 3 times higher than in comparison with the 2009. And in terms of liabilities, it's also increased. It's increased around 8 times higher than in comparison with the 2009. And it can be a good or a bad point for the Martian Group. Later on, I will tell you more about this. And about owners' equities, is also increased really dramatically. And so what did happen with the Martian Group in from 2009 to 2010? To answer this question, I will go to specific area account on the balance sheet to give you more information. And about the cash and cash equivalent in the balance sheet, you can see that in the 2009, it's just around 1,000 million, but in the 2010, it's skyrocketed up by 3,000 million VND, and this the proportion of cash and cash equivalent didn't make up the main didn't make up the considerable growth of total asset in the balance sheet. Despite this is also a good point for Merchant Group, because just 1 year it has increased 33.1%. And why the reason why cash increased so much? Because in the from 2009 to 2010, Merchant Group received a lot of investment from foreign investors, and about the liabilities, they also borrow money to invest some big project in 2010. That is the reason why in the 2010 there has a considerable increase in the cash and cash equivalent account. About the inventory, actually there was slightly increase of the inventory account between 2009 to 2010. And when you want to invest to a company, when you consider inventory account, you should think about two scenarios. The first scenario, when inventory account increased but revenue didn't increase, this is not a good point for your company which you are going to invest. In contrast, if your company's inventory accounts increase and revenues also increase, this is a good point. In the case of Merchant Group, this although inventory account increase and the revenue of this company also increase, and this is an advantage for Merchant Group. About the long-term asset, actually this is the main factors which contribute to increase the total asset of Merchant Group in 2010. And you can see from the screen, just for 1 year, but in the 2009 it's just around 4,000 million VND, but in the 2010 it increased 16,000 million VND, and this is contribute to the considerable growth of total asset. And the reason why is in 2010, Merchant Group was successful in acquisition of Núi Pháo Mining Corporation Limited. So although until now Núi Pháo hasn't been yet to explore because it's on the way to constructing, but it is still contribute to develop long-term asset in the balance sheet. The next account I want to mention is liabilities, and about long-term borrowings liabilities. You can see that there has a significant increase from the 2009 and to 2010, and because in 2010, in order to carry out the acquisition of Núi Pháo Mining, so they has already Merchant Group already borrow money from many domestic bank, not only domestic bank but also the foreign investor. For example, some investor like IFC, they borrow around 760 760,000 USD, and another investor like Goldman Sachs to make sure that they have enough capital to acquisition of Neufeld. And this is the owner equity of Mason Group in 2010. In 2010, they has already had 10,000 million VND, and you can see that many foreign investors has already invest to Mason Group. So why you don't choose Mason Group become your company which you will invest in the future? And next is my card, is another phrase of my card.
Hello guys, my name is Ruth, and today I will present to you about the income statement. Firstly, I would like to talk about the total revenue of the Mason Group. As you can see from the screen, the revenue of total revenue of Mason Group have increased gradually over time from 2009 to 2010 and then 2011. The fact is that entering the year of 2009, the impact from the economy crisis from the previous year, 2008, leave a very big impact to 2009. Even though the Mason Group managed to generate revenue until $4,000 billion. Cost of sales is a very crucial part in the income statement. It shows how well the company managed to generate revenue, how well the company managed the operating activities to direct cost, added value to their product. By looking into the graph, you can see here the percentage of cost of goods sold in the revenue is declining from 2009 to 2010 and then 2011. It shows that the Mason Group was successful in control their inventory, their transporting and direct costing, and then move to the profit after tax. It is the net income of Mason Group from 2010, from 2009, and the year after that. The profit after tax is mean the net income of the Mason Group increased a lot from around 600 billion VND to 2,600 billion VND. The reason why the profit after tax increased a lot because partly from the cost of goods sold and the financial income of this group. In 2009, the financial Mason suffered the financial loss from the financing activities, but from 2010 until now, it has a financial income, which means they generate revenue from financing activities. So let's move to the ratio analysis. So we are taking each of the type of ratio, current ratio, net profit margin, inventory turnover, and debt to equity. Comparing to Corporation, Mason Group has great advantages from over Kindle Corporation. The current ratio from 2009 to 2010 was declining because the ability they borrowed a lot of money from Become Bank for their subsidiaries to finance their projects. And from 2010 to 2011, the ability to pay off its debt increased a lot, about double. Net profit margin shows the profitability of this group. It means that from 2009, the percentage of profit after tax from to the sales increased by 30%. Inventory turnover. The inventory turnover ratio shows the well management of the Mason Group is declining over time in the 2 years. The reason for this is because of the increase of inventory and the increase in sales as well. So let's move to the conclusion. We would like to share that Mason Group is a very good company to invest in. It not only deal with the fields of consuming industry, but also the financing and resource industry. Mason Group has a lot of investors, so why don't you invest in the Mason Group? My group advise you to invest in the Mason Group. So that's the end of our presentation. So thanks for listening.